Hello there. This is Emil Niculescu, the instructor. So the big assignment for for week 7 is the resume. So first of all, make sure that you have the right tools to write this resume. So I'm using the app called Microsoft Word. Okay, and this is what I write with, right? I'm typing on something, right? I'm typing. This is my tool, Microsoft Word. It's just the program. And this is what you should have for college. Some of you use something else, and I have not been able to download your assignments because, quite frankly, you're using something that is just not downloadable to on my system on Blackboard. And so that's a problem because I cannot grade your essay or whatever it is, your document. So I'm gonna take you step by step how to write a very simple resume. So obviously, the first thing you need to do is put your contact information on top. Okay, here's my name. I start on the left side. I have 11 font right here. It's Calibri. I don't know. I'm gonna choose Times New Roman. I don't know. That's kind of boring. I'm gonna choose Georgia. Okay. So, oops, you went back to Calibri. I'm gonna choose Georgia, and I'm gonna choose 12 font. Okay. Anyway, whatever you do, don't choose smaller than 11. Okay, so here's my name, Emil Classical. Contact information. Okay, so now it goes, it skips a row, a line. And what you want to do is, next line should be right under your name. So what do? I go under paragraph right here, and I click the one until I see line and paragraph spacing, and I click on that arrow, and it gives me options. And I go to remove space after paragraph, okay, and I click on that. So now when I go to the next line, or I press enter, I'm right under that, under my name there. So I'm not skipping a line. So I'm going to enter a fictional address, Northwest, I don't know, 29th Street Avenue, Portland, Oregon, 97210. My phone number 512 blah 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 blah. My email, you guys know my email. 1972. Okay, so now all this has to be centered. So how do you center? You go to this button over here under paragraph again. You see how that tooltip came up? Says center. Okay, press on that. Now it's centered. Okay. And I'm also going to make my name bold. Okay, it stands out. Okay, I might even make it bigger. Why not? Bam. Okay. So now I don't want everything else to be centered. Okay, except for my contact information and some headings. So I'm going to go left a line left. Do you see how that? You see that tooltip? Align left. Bam. Press on that. So now I'm going to put in my profile or professional summary. Okay. Profile is just like who I am. Okay. So I'm going to say, and it has to be a short one sentence advertising me. What am I great at? Okay. I'm passionate about, I misspelled passionate. What did I do? About teaching others and improving my technological skills. I don't know. Specializing in foreign languages and literatures. Okay. Whatever. Okay, now notice that I want profile to be, I don't want that line to go under profile, so I'm going to press tab. Okay, now I move that line under that summary. Okay, and I may put period, I may not. It doesn't really matter because it's not really a real sentence. But to make it a sentence, I would have to say I am passionate. Okay. Okay, well I'll just do that. Whatever. And then I can put a period because that's an actually sentence. But I don't think it's really essential in a resume. to put periods because a lot of your resume sentences are not real sentences, they're more like fragments. Um, so now we go to work experience, okay? And again, this is the only place where you want to center. So I'm going to go back here, center, see? Bam. Again, you might want to bold that because it's an important section. Okay, so once I'm done, I skip a space, a row, what do you call that? A line. And I'm going to go back to the left, but not too left because I want that profile to stand out. And I'm going to start here, like in the model that I showed you from Tatiana. And I'm going to put in I'm going to put the position. So I'm going to start with my most recent experience. So my most recent experience, one of them is English instructor, okay? And I'm going to put it in caps. Okay? And under that, I'm going to take out the caps and I'm going to put the place, my employer. And I notice that I'm doing bold, and I don't want bold anymore. Okay, it's still going bold, so I'm going to change the bold. Okay, Mount Hood, community college, and then I'm going to put location. It's in Gresham, Oregon. And then I'm going to put the dates. So that would be 9/20/10 until present. Okay. And then I'm going to bullet points my achievements, accomplishments. So where's the bullet point? Well, it's under here, above paragraph. Where's this paragraph? See that tooltip? Bullets. Bam. Bullets. I start bullets. Okay, so now I'm going to list my accomplishments. Now, obviously, my accomplishments, the language that I'm going to use is going to be different from yours. So, for example, I'm going to say design and implement, design online and offline courses in English composition to over whatever. That would be one of my accomplishments. Another one would be, I don't know, create aesthetically pleasing and clear lesson plans or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, what are you gonna do, right? So obviously it's gonna depend on your profession. So, but you already worked on the work experience. You already created language last week, right? Remember that assignment from last week? This one? Okay, so you just can copy and paste, diagnose, for example, one of your accomplishments, if you're an auto tech, is the diagnosed oil and tire concerns for 100, Ford vehicles per week to ensure safety and proper engineering. So that assignment was not for just like for kicks and whatever. It was actually for the purpose of using it this week in your resume, right? So if I pretend to be a mechanic, I would say, auto tech. Yeah, instead of working at Mount Hood Community College, say I work at CarMax in Beaverton, right? And then under my accomplishments, obviously, that auto techs don't design online courses usually. So I'm going to put that thing that I created as an auto tech last week, right? And then I go for the next accomplishment, which was another one was enhance work part of as a two-person team to address many critical issues. I'm going to copy and paste that. I mean, obviously take out the color because that doesn't. You should make your resume as plain as possible. Oops, I'm getting in trouble here with color. Oh, there he goes. And notice that now the font is different, so I need to revert it back to Georgia. Oh my God. Okay, go back. I need to keep the same font. You don't want to have different weird fonts. So this is, now it's all Georgia font. It's something that I find attractive. But so anyway, so you go on in, and then and the next job, you know, it's gonna be, I don't know, maybe you worked at your server, or your other job in the past, or maybe you were a valet. I don't know, or maybe it was another auto tech job, right? So again, location, and then again bullet points, okay? And you go on until you accomplish you finish work experience, and then go to education, and that's going to be okay. So after you're done all this, now you're ready to submit in Blackboard. Of course, okay, here's another thing. Use Microsoft Word function of reviewing, editing your job, okay? So what if I wrote some bunch of nonsense and I misspelled things, okay? So I have a big apple and pears continuing into some nonsense. I'm just show you how this works. If you don't know that, you can actually spell check your resume just very quickly. Okay, you go under review here. See again above paragraph. Press on review. Go to editor. Bam. So then suggestions for correction, spelling. Okay, you click on spelling, and you see okay. But some things you don't want to correct. Well, Portland. Okay, so I misspelled Portland. So I go to here and I click suggestions on a suggestion, and then the program automatically fixes that. Okay, CarMax. Also, the program doesn't like CarMax. Okay, I'm gonna. And then the program also found a problem with Apple. Okay, because I misspelled it. Okay, so I find the right spelling Apple right here. I have big apples in Paris. Continuing. Here's another one that is wrong. It's continuing. So I press on that, and now it tells you that you have finished reviewing editor suggestion. Okay, so now I don't have any more errors. Obviously this doesn't make sense, but I'm just showing it as an example. Okay, so basically that's your assignment. Okay, and then you save it. You go to save as, give your document a name, like your name. This is my name, Emil Niculescu resume. And then press save, and it saves on my desktop, where I can easily find it. And then I submit it to Blackboard. So basically that's it. Okay, the second assignment is it's from your book, Exercise 8.5. Interview someone currently employed in the job related to your field of study. Then write a memo report summarizing conversation. Why did this person choose this kind of work? How long has this person being in position? What kind of education and other qualification does the individual possess? What was said about the best and worst features of the job? Does he or she find the work challenging, interesting, and rewarding? Okay, so you should find someone, if you're an auto mechanic right now, studying to get your auto mechanics certificate degree, then you can easily go to your foreman or the master technician and ask them, hey, you know, just these questions, what are the best features of the job, and just take notes, or with their permission record them, and then you do that exercise and turn it in. If you're in cosmetics, hopefully you can ask your instructor, or somebody that working in cosmetics already for several years now, and ask them, what is it that, or you can even call some random store like Ulta. You can call the manager. Obviously you don't want to bother people, but I think that a lot of people that are willing to help. If you tell them, hey, I'm a student at Mount Hood Community College and I'm really interested in this career, do you have 5 minutes? If they don't have 5 minutes or 10 minutes, set up an appointment. This week. We just start early, right? Don't wait until last moment, right? Because that obviously, you don't want to pressure people to say like, I got to do it right now. So then, call them when they have time, and then just ask them, what kind of education is needed for this. what are the rewarding parts of this job? Okay, you can even ask them like, what are some of the skills that this job requires? What are your accomplishments? And then you listen to them, listen to kind of language they use, and borrow that language and use it in your resume, right? Um, and so that's another way to use specific language to your industry, right? So I think this assignment doesn't carry a lot of points. I mean the exercise 8.5, but so if you don't do it, you don't risk a lot of points. But if you do it, which I highly recommend, you can get some really useful information about the profession, right? Um, so basically, that's all I had to say for this week. So good luck, and if you have any questions, just send me an email. Okay, take care, bye.